Good morning. Tomorrow is July 4th, and so I wanted to share some thoughts about that related to our devotion this morning. I'm sure most, if not all of you that are listening, are going to be doing something pretty special tomorrow with family, friends, fireworks, burgers and hot dogs, whatever it may be. I'm sure maybe swimming pools, but tomorrow is going to be a celebration for our country, and it should be. But I hope we're celebrating the right things. I hope we're not celebrating just a day off from work or our family, although family is important. But I hope we're celebrating and remembering our independence and what was required in order for us to be able to have the freedoms that we have in this country today. But as important as that is, I think as believers, it's an opportunity for us to remember another sense of freedom as well. And it's hit me more this year than it has a lot of years in the past, I think, because our church has begun an active jail ministry where we go into a jail and we have Bible study with inmates there. And the Bible study is just transformed into a relational experience with some men who have become our friends. And there was one man there in particular who told us that he was in jail and did not think he would be in there if there had been people who had come to him and shared the scripture, had shared the word, had shared who Christ could be and how much God loved him. And he said that it's the answers to life and what's important are part of that. But instead of being angry and upset about that, it seemed as though he saw coming into jail and there he was actually able to be somewhat thankful for it, because that is where he found God. That's where he connected with the Bible. That's where he embraced scripture and is now sharing that scripture with others. And this very man actually prayed for me as we went there to minister to them and share more about scripture. He prayed for me and the group of us that were there, that God would just continue using us and that we would be blessed by God through our lives. And that reminded me, that showed me there's a scripture that we find in John chapter 8, verse 32. It says, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." This man who is in jail and doesn't know how much longer he will be there, could be a long time. He's experiencing freedom through Christ. And yet there are people who have never been in jail who are not nearly as free as he is. There are people in our churches that are not as free as he is because they are caught up in the wrong things. And they're not bad things, but they can put more importance on the church or on being a part of a committee and not having that relationship with God and experiencing that freedom. Because you know what? The scripture also says in John 14:6, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." So it's my prayer, it's my hope that as you celebrate 4th of July, remember the gift of what we have as independence and freedom in this country, that we will also recognize and embrace the freedom from sin, the freedom from the things that hold us back, the freedom that keep us from experiencing the joy God desires us to have. And knowing that we have that or can have that through Jesus Christ, and that we share that with others so that they can have that freedom as well. Happy 4th of July. God bless you all.